Welcome, 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 welcome. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 36. That humming noise you hear, buzzing noise, whatever, that is the air fryer. I'm warming up pancake rollers for the kids when they wake up. You ain't cutting in line like some people do. I know. Wait your turn. I gotta go shake it. Yeah. So, let's see. Monday or Saturday will be the big day, huh? Yeah. There'll be a fist fighting and everything else at the stores. People running. All the good times we'll have.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Papa.
Hi. I want to say hi to Junkyard.
Hi, Junkyard.
Why do I gotta tell you that all the time?
Because I don't pay attention.
Yeah. He says, hi, good Gretchen.
Hi.
Right on time, yep. Kathy made a boiled dinner last night with one of the many beef roasts that I got in the freezer. Had potatoes and onions, or not onions, potatoes, cabbage, and carrots in it. Didn't have any room for onions, but pretty tasty. I enjoyed it. I had a big dish of it. Been waiting to see what they got on the flash food thing. They got nothing. Kind of hoping for some more. I wanted to get some more rotisserie chickens. That's cheap. I got one the other day. And by the time I picked off all the meat off in the rotisserie chicken, it damn near filled a gallon bag, freezer bag. That's how much was in there. That's how big the chicken was. I got two of them, and the other one I got was probably half the size of the other one. Left out at midnight. They smell good, them sausage rollers. At the let's see. President Trump has ordered nuclear weapons testing to begin immediately. Huh. So, I wonder what that's all about, but I don't know. I don't know. I know. I gotta get this on here first. We're making money. We got commercials. There we go. I realize other countries are testing theirs too. But you know what the left are going to say? Well, he's gearing up for war. The best offense is a good defense. Okay. So if you show other people your power, they don't tend to try to bully you. So, and I think that's what he's doing, is showing China and Russia and all these other countries, hey, all we got to do is flip a switch and we can take you, completely out before you can even get anything off the ground. So, and Russia says, they have them supersonic missiles. Well, nobody has ever seen one yet that I know of. And you can say all you want, but Russia doesn't have enough money to develop, I don't think, supersonic missiles. I mean, their economy, I think, is less than what California's is. Let's see. Their economy was 2.174 GDP, 2.174 trillion. last year. Let's see what. California's was 4.1 trillion. As of April 2025, and that was just for this year. So, you know, Russia doesn't have anywhere near the GDP. I know. It should be up today. Morning, Dan. Cornbread, Junkyard, Kevin. Well, you know, maybe if you didn't have so many baby mamas, you wouldn't have that problem. I see they're trying to make it so where if a woman has been married more than 3 times, she can't vote. I think that's a good idea. You know, she's picked the wrong man 3 times. How is she going to pick the right one for the job when she votes? You know, that's right. Keep the mics down. See, an aspirin is all you need for birth control. It's all you need. 1 aspirin. That is all you need for birth control. You take that aspirin and you put it between her kneecaps and tell her don't lose it. Yeah, that's right. I know it takes 2 to tango. So, oh, man, I got a stiff neck. I got up at 10 after 4 this morning. I actually slept good because I slept from like, I don't know, 10:15 last night till 10 after 4. Didn't wake up. I took a muscle relaxer and fell asleep. And we were watching Triple Threat on Food's channel, and I made it through the first part of it, seeing who got the points there, and I never did get to see who even started the second part of it, let alone the third, or to see who won it. I had to take a nappy yesterday, man. I didn't even get an afternoon nappy. I had to take a nappy yesterday morning.
Is this the big one? Is this the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the. Right here.
There you go. Hopefully, you know, everybody's, all these people on the left are upset. And I understand the farmers are upset too. But we have to think of America first. And that's the problem. We haven't thought of America first for years. So we got to think of America first. Now that he's got all these other contracts and all these other signed deals and stuff that's going on, other countries are going to buy soybeans too. I know China is the biggest soybean buyer that American farmers have. But like anything else, they'll be able to get rid of their soybeans this year. But if the market's going to be that volatile and they can't get rid of them, they need to diversify, plant other crops. There's probably more money in soybeans, but if you can't sell them, there ain't no money in them. I bet you find next year a lot of these soybean farmers that are doing it now are going to probably have half of the soybeans that they're growing. There's other crops they can grow, corn and wheat. Tomatoes right now, they could take advantage of, the hell was that? Gotta find out which one. Huh. I'm looking in the mirror. Bothering me. Yeah. Bumper crop of marijuana. Now the city, they give licenses to grow and permits to grow marijuana. They don't spell it with a J. They spell it with an H. Because if they spelled it with a J, being that the federal government doesn't acknowledge marijuana, they could lose some of their funding. That's why they spell it with an H. It's just it's a letters game, or like numbers game, but it's a letters game. And banks can't keep, being that the federal government doesn't say, because they're federally insured, banks can't keep money that is from marijuana dispensaries. It's against the law. But they can from marijuana because it's just a letter. Did you eat all my sushi?
Yes, I did.
Huh.
Maya had two.
I didn't get one.
Oh well.
I know. Uh, Bought some chicken sushi yesterday. Mm, 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 mm. We're going to have chicken tartare today. Ah, oh my goodness. Well, would you looky there? Huh. Oops. Oops. Had some chicken grease on my fingers. Hmm. You know, if they could grow um, fields of marijuana and then, you know, without it being stolen, but have it dried out in the field and then combine it, like you would corn or whatever. Did you imagine how much? And if you could get the price for it, what they're getting for it, now, could you imagine how rich farmers would be in about 2 years of seasons? Yeah, take a semi load of marijuana to the dispensary, pay, and you get paid by the ounce. Now that's making a killing. Yeah, one good year. Yeah, yeah. Especially if you could combine it, and it would pick it and process it, and do everything that they'd have to do by hand and just shoot it into a semi, or a gravity wagon. It is Oklahoma. Does it have um, legalized weed for recreational? A lot of states have it for medicinal, but there's not as many that have it for recreational. I think Florida's one. They got it just for medical, but they don't have it for recreational. I know Tulsa, the Tulsa Kings. Yeah, but that's TV. I didn't know because Junkyard says all the time how they're busting marijuana shops out there in Oklahoma. The Chinese are growing. Yeah. Now, oh yeah, If we only had, somebody that can come in here and talk to us about it. I don't know. They have so many dispensaries here in this town, it's pathetic. And the dispensaries are actually, they're pissed because the city has given, so many people have licenses here, dispensary permits, that they have to lower the price. They built a plant, a dispensary, and a grow system. It was on the outside of the city limits. And then the city expanded the city limits so this could be inside it. But they went out of business because they couldn't afford it because the price of marijuana had dropped so much.
Love you, Mama.
You got everything?
Love you.
Love you too.
Gotcha, it's not even over that way.
It's like almost 7.
Say goodbye to Junkyard.
Bye, Junkyard.
Oh shit. Almost spilled that.
Huh.
All class. That would've been.
Well, anyways, the dispensary over there. Love you too. There it is. Almost.
It's not even
Oh.
by there.
Shots, everybody,
Sorry, goodbye.
shots. Shots,
Careful.
everybody, shots. Shots, everybody, shots. We were just talking about Mayor Johanna there at Square Table. We was looking for an expert on this stuff. You don't happen to know anybody, do you? Keep it up. Keep it up, woman. I'll come across there and I will. That's it. Yeah. I know you're shaking in your boots. Uh-huh.
You're looking more and more at the nursing home.
Top 10 experts. Yeah. Yeah. I was just telling, I said, if you could pick marijuana like you do soybeans or something like that, dry it out in the field and then combine it, and you could get paid by the ounce for it, what they're getting today, a farmer would never have to work again after a season of it. But they have, anyways, the dispensary here in the growing, they had to close down because they lost so much money because the price had dropped so much. Like I said, there's probably 10 or 12 in the city of Adrian, dispensaries. And then on the outlying area, there's 4 or 5 more. And then you go towards Morenci, and there's like 7 or 8 there, and maybe 10 or 12. I don't know, but there's a bunch down there. Huh? So I know they could. They send it to the school for watering. I wouldn't doubt it. But they had at the city council meeting a couple months ago. They were going to give 3 new licenses out and 3 dispensary permits out. And I said, the reason why, if you give out 3 more licenses and 3 more dispensary permits, that means they have to lower the price on all the other dispensaries around here because the competition. So they lower the price. Everybody's fighting for a piece of the pie. And we're not getting any more tax money because the prices drop. So you're getting less tax money because it's not up, the price isn't high. So if we got 15 dispensaries and you're getting the same amount of tax money that you would have got out of 12 dispensaries. I said, the only thing that you're benefiting is giving 3 other businesses an opportunity to be a business. We're not getting anything else out of it. Well, after I said that, they told us that it was the grow plant, the growing facility, and the dispensary out there that went bankrupt. Somebody else bought it, and they were getting a new license. Well, I thought, big deal. Don't give it to them. Leave other places like this, and then they can do something else. Let them grow something else. I mean, it ain't like they can't grow vegetables in there. They got 10 or 12 big buildings out there that they grow stuff in. King Mary, that's right. Mary Jane. But that's, that they ended up giving it to them anyways. But it just didn't make any sense. So if they'd have left, if they'd have just said, no, you're not getting that, you have to grow something else. Grow flowers. We have lots of greenhouses, and they're always growing something around here. So just grow something different. Oh, I'm sorry, because you don't get paid by the ounce? No. Yeah, grow coca to make cocaine. There you go. Coca-Cola, they still have a license to use it. I don't know. They have down in Delta, they have a greenhouse. They got a couple of greenhouses down that way, but they got one greenhouse down there. These buildings are probably 1,500, 2,000 feet long, 200 feet wide, and they got like 10 or 12 of them down there, and they are constantly growing. Yeah, I just checked. I get 3 cans a month, and it used to be $32. It's coming up on $60 for 3 cans a month. $18.95 for Maxwell House. It was when I first started. I started this in September, and it was $11.10 for a can. And I went on subscription, and I got 2 cans for September. And then I got 3 cans for October. Now this will be the 3rd month in November. And it went from, it was like $23 for the 2 cans. And then it went to $36 for the 3 cans. Well, now these 3 cans is going to be almost $60. Um, my order was placed was $34.17 for 3 cans. $34.17 for 3 cans. That was for October. That's what it cost me. Yeah, it is good. But that's for 3 cans was $34.17. 3 cans of that. $11.39 a can. Right now, I'll have to check. But last night we checked and it was $18.95 a can. So it went up $7, and you can't tell me the tariffs is $7 on that. I will find out when the order drops again in 6 days what it's going to cost. Layoffs at YouTube? Yeah. No wonder ain't nobody getting paid. Yeah, 1935. Yeah. Hmm. Um, I'm trying to figure it out. Some of their coffee has components from Brazil, but like the 100% Colombian coffee is from Brazil. Bye, Kevin. Love you too. The thing of it is, if Brazil gets their 50% tariffs knocked down because, negotiating or whatever, if that happens, I can almost guarantee you the coffee price won't go down because they're making that money. Why would they lower the price? Well, they probably will lower the price. They'll lower the size of the can too by 5 ounces. Sort of like your Swiss cakes and your nutty bars and all that other stuff. They're about a half the size they used to be, and they're 3 times the money. Or your box of cereal. Your box of cereal is still the same height. It's just half as thick, and it's got 2/3 the weight in it as it used to be, and it's $4 more a box than what it was. That's what they can start growing in them marijuana houses is coffee. Yeah. What matter, pumpkin? You see something out there? Yeah, pretty soon you get one Cheerio. You're right. And you'll be glad you got that. She's looking out the window. I'm trying to find out if there's something out there or not, because she meowed like there was something out there. Oh,
Come on, Tyler. Get out there. That's rough.
oh, your Siamese cat come by at 12:17 this morning. And at 3:50, I wondered why she was throwing a fit at 3:50 this morning. There's a dog chasing a cat down the sidewalk in the rain. Huh.
That's how we do it.
What's that?
I'll get the little-
No, it was like I don't know, a mutt or whatever. But
What are you feeding her?
who?
There's a plate right on there.
I didn't put that down there. I thought you did. Maybe Junior did. I don't know.
Where is it?
There's something out there. She's watching. I don't know what it is, but she ain't having it. Nope. Give me a cup of coffee.
No.
I gotta go to the store and get some milk. We don't use milk that much here, so you basically only get milk when you are almost out. Now we've had that gallon for over a week. And it's good to November 7th, but down to about the last cup or so in it. So. Excuse me. I checked the Monahan thing. We haven't done that in a while. Excuse me. Ah. Spooktacular deals. They have store-made bologna there, and I like their pepper jack cheese and bologna. That's some good stuff. There we go. Let's do the Monahan Meat Market. Pork loin, $1.99 a pound. I should get one. Have them cut into chops. Family pork chops, $2.69 a pound. See, now if you bought the other stuff, you'd save money. You'd save 69 or 70 cents a pound. Pork butts, $1.79 a pound. Gotta go almost to Arkansas. Well, you gotta go get there. Chuck roast, $6.49 a pound. Chuck roll. Oh, and it's cut free, $5.99 a pound. That's a big piece of meat there. $175? Yeah. For that price, you oughta cut it for free. Whole ribeye, $10.99 a pound. Oh, the VA? New York Strip, New York City. I don't want nothing from New York. $8.99 a pound. Burger, 80/20, $4.19. %, $3.79. That's 70% grease and 27% beef. Chicken drumsticks, 69 cents a pound. Now that's cheap. They haven't been that low in a long time. Might have to get some of those. Kathy don't like drumsticks, so she likes wings. But chicken breast, $20 for a 10-pound bag. Jenny O ground turkey, $3.99 for 2 pounds. I don't know why bacon's so damn high when pork is cheap. Hillshire Farms hot honey ham, $1.99 each. That hot honey's all the rave now. I don't understand it, but it is. Uncured ham, $1.49. Ballpark Franks, they plump when they cook them. 16 count, $4.99. They're not all beef. Hillshire Farms Beef Little Smokies, $1.99. Lunchables, strawberry, peanut butter, and jam. Jelly, 79 cents each. It's all meat. That's right. All meat hot dogs. Lunchables, spicy nachos, 75 cents each. Great Lakes Party Blend shredded cheese, $5.99 each. I think it's a 3-pound bag. I'd have to. Let me open that up in a different thing. 32 ounces, 2-pound bag. Smoked Gouda cheese logs, $2.99 a pound. That Tails and Lips and Spinker. Triple chocolate chip cookie dough, 3 pounds, $7.99. Make your, they're already individual. All you gotta do is just put them on a baking tray. Maybe you ought to get some of them and see about how it works with this new oven with this convection. I bet they'd turn out great. Uncooked pork sausage patties. I seen these the other day and was going to buy them, and I should have, because these things are about the size of a hamburger bun. So, and I don't know, I don't think it's breakfast sausage. I have no idea, but they look good. 5 pounds, I think. Or is it 6 pounds? I have to blow it up a little bit, I think. 6 pounds. Huh. I don't know what the hell happened there, but there we go. Johnsonville cheddar bacon brats, 19 ounces for $3.49. Rocky Mountain pumpkin pie, $5.99 for 38 ounces. And that concludes the Monahan Meat Market Review. Probably only has 3 chocolate chips in it. You're right. You know, that's high. You're right. Ooh. I think I'm gonna unload my trailer today. See about putting some of that stuff in the shed. I've gotten one bite on the chipper shredder. Evidently, the guy thought the price was way too high. So I put down several links I sent to the guy of people that's bought exactly what I'm selling, in what condition they were in, and for the kind of money they wanted for them. I said, I don't think I'm pricing mine too high. One of them, it was covered in oil, and they had to pull a chute off because it was, the guy gave $100 for it. He had to pull a chute off and clean out the throat in it and clean the chipper part out of it because it had stuff wedged in it. And once he pulled the chute off, the whole base of the engine was covered in oil, and so all the way down there. And you can look at mine, and it's clean as a whistle. So I think I priced mine at $125. I told the guy he could have it for $110. I didn't think I'm on, and for that price, I'll keep it. If I can't sell it. No. But I think I got a tree out there that needs to be trimmed. Trim it up, and I'll chip all the branches and stuff into the garden and let it sit there, I guess. I'll let it rust, you're right. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. If you don't give me the money, I'll let it rust. That's right. But I was surprised on that golf cart, how fast that went. I probably priced it a little low, but I made good money. The guy was happy. The guy was tickled pink, man. He said, I'm going to take this home, pull the batteries out. I'm going to go to Interstate Battery, buy all new batteries for it, and I'm going to give this to my grandkids so they can ride it around on the farm. I said, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, everybody, it's getting time for me to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Prayers and peace. Take care, and I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard if you're so inclined to join me. Have a blessed day, everybody. Do, 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 do.